September the 20th, 1998, in the Moravian Chapel in Opawa, Mayor of Racibórz Andrzej Markowiak and Mayor of Opawa Jan Mrazek signed a cooperation agreement. And then on October the 5th, Polish version of this agreement was signed in the Racibórz Museum. In this way, Euroregion Silesia was established. It derived from a need to cooperate between the two Polish-Czech institutions, the Association of Communes of Upper Oder River Basin and the Czech-Polish Cooperation Regional Association Śląsko-Pawski, now called Euroregionie Silesia CZ.
Těch 20 let to je
20 years is a very short period. Back then, Andrzej Markowiak, Mayor of Racibórz, and I realized there was a need to support both our nations in their aspiration to enter the EU and NATO. Therefore, we founded this Euroregion Silesia.
založili ten Euroregion, který jsme nazvali Silesia.
The Association of Communes of Upper Odra River Basin, whose seat and capital is Racibórz, is the Polish part of Euroregion Silesia. Statutory objectives of the association focus on supporting the idea of the local government and the protection of joint interest of the member communes. Opawa is the Czech capital of this Euroregion.
Idea powstania takiej organizacji.
It started with an idea of founding such an organization which had been developing in the minds of inhabitants and the members of local governments of Opawa and Racibórz. A turning point on the way to creating the Euroregion was the building of Pietraszyn-Sudice border crossing point, completed thanks to a grim determination of Racibórz local government, mainly Mayor Jan Kuliga, who was one of the strongest supporters of this initiative. It facilitated the contacts of the people living near the border, which in the 1990s used to be an obstacle. And then Poland and Czech only had dreamt of joining the EU, not to mention the Schengen area. We, I mean the successive local government, continue to support this very interesting idea and mission, thanks to which local governments of Opawa and Racibórz could meet directly more often.
Dochodziło częściej do kontaktów bezpośrednich władz miasta Raciborza i Opawy.
Polish-Czech common history significantly helped to create Euroregion Silesia. Our beginnings, more than 1,000 years ago, here on this area, Duke of Bohemia Bolesław II and first Duke of Poland Mieszko I met in the castle in Hradec nad Morawicy, where the Duke of Bohemia came with his daughter Dobrawa, who was to marry Duke Mieszko I. It was in 965. Princess Dobrawa married Mieszko I and gave birth to the first king of Poland, Bolesław the Brave, Chrobry.
Bolesława Chrobrego.
Euroregion Silesia's statutory objective is to support and realize Polish-Czech cooperation in order to reduce the negative impact of the state border, to provide a balanced cross-border development and to enable integration of this area within the European Union. Because Euroregion Silesia is, first of all, the people and the initiatives they undertake. Euroregion Silesia's activity includes basic statutory operations, the micro-projects fund management, and the realization of their own projects. The micro-project fund is mostly used by the communes, schools, sports clubs or associations wanting to obtain the EU funds for cross-border initiatives in the amount of 20 to 60,000 euro. Such actions include a project realized by Primary School Number 1 with integrated classes in Racibórz and Primary School for Handicapped in Opawa. It involved an exchange of good practices and knowledge in the scope of autism and work with an autistic child, a series of workshops in both schools, whose culmination was a Polish-Czech two-day conference at Silesian University in Opawa and at Piast Castle in Racibórz. Silesian music is another example of the project realized within the micro-project fund, involving Polish-Czech integration of choirs, combining cross-border tradition and promoting artistic achievements. An exchange of experience and vocal workshops, whose crowning conclusions were the concerts performed by the Wodzisław Choir Jadwiga and the Ostrawa Teachers Singing Association, one of them performed in St. Mary Magdalene Church in Wodzisław Śląski, and the issue of a Polish-Czech songbook. There are numerous examples of the projects realized within the fund. Over 13,800,000 euro was spent to finance the micro-projects fund operations, both on the Polish and Czech side. Euroregionie Silesia operation also involves the realization of their own projects resulting from the current needs as for Polish-Czech cooperation development and strategic documents, with the most important one, the Euroregionie Silesia Development Strategy for 2014-2020. Ready to Help project is a good example of this type of activity. It combines two national rescue systems at the volunteer fire departments level in Euroregionie Silesia. Therefore, in case of fire or other natural disasters occurring in the borderland region, Polish and Czech units will be ready to provide life-saving operations on both sides of the border. This project focuses on a further development of cross-border cooperation by updating Euroregionie Silesia Development Strategy for 2014-2020 and an outlook for a period after 2020. Strong bond between the inhabitants, now divided by the border, has its roots in their common history of Silesia. It perfectly facilitates cooperation of yet more and more entities. During its recurring meetings, a working group consisting of member communes, representatives and entities associated in Euroregionie Silesia discusses possibilities for another projects. One of such projects, aiming to extend a tourist offer on both sides of the border, is Route of Euroregionie Silesia viewing towers and platforms, combining tiny tourist attractions into a larger whole and promoting over 30 objects of this kind as a joint product under one brand. As for now, it includes the viewing tower in Chałupki, the viewing platform in Pogrzebień, the town hall tower in Głubczyce and the tower near the Opawa town hall. Another projects are the fairy tale Odra and the crucial project Cultural and Natural Heritage for the Polish-Czech Borderland Development, in short, Common Heritage.
Granica polsko-czeska jest takim najlepszym przykładem.
The region along the Czech-Polish border is the best example of the cross-border cooperation, which is strongly emphasized by both Polish and Czech Ministry of Development. We exercise such a strategy near the border together. There are 6 Euroregions: Beskidy, Cieszyn Silesia, Aue Silesia, Pradziad, Placenzis and Nysa, and the counterparts on the Czech side. So we prepare and realize projects together. We apply for funding together, develop our programs, which are then evaluated by the European Commission. And I think we all benefit from them. We bring the neighboring communes, towns or villages closer, showing them how to cooperate, how to obtain external funds. It's easier to solve problems while working as a team. And people who are outside the organization, having seen that these operating within the Euroregion structures function better and provide their inhabitants with more attraction, more possibilities, they decide to join such initiative, which is very positive.
Przyłączają się do tej inicjatywy i to bardzo cieszy.
Já si myslím, že Euroregion Silesia funguje velmi dobře, že je přínosem pro...
I think Euroregion Silesia works very well and has its impact on both communities. We can meet and discuss various issues, carry out projects, share experience and invest thanks to the projects. It especially concerns smaller communes, which can develop their infrastructure by building viewing towers, equipping the fire departments, etc. What I particularly value is the fact that this cross-border cooperation brings the communes even closer.
Mezi obcemi v rámci těch svazků na těch jednotlivých stranách, což je to velice pozitivně.
Dynamic and extensive activity of Euroregionie Silesia is facilitated by 2 secretariats, in Opawa and Racibórz, acting as executive bodies for both associations. What's interesting, both secretariats cooperate every day without a translator, as their workers understand each other very well, which proves the fact that the state border is no obstacle, and the mission of the Euroregion funders proves effective with every project and initiative. Euroregionie Silesia was recognized by the Czech Republic Foreign Office for their activity and contribution to the development of the Czech-Polish cross-border cooperation.